some people should really not be allowed access to a computer. Um, I got a message from what's his name? Strongvines. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to do this whole tacky thing where I show the screen. Look at this. Out of all of that, there's not one use of a period or a comma. I'm just going to read it to you. It's early in the morning. I might do some stumbling, so please excuse that. This is in response to the video I put out about Christians being hypocrites. I'll probably post this as a reply to that video so you can tell, you know, where he's coming from. Okay, Strongvines. I have an answer for you. This is him writing me. First, I wanted to say hello, and that the Bible is not a book for you to use to attack anyone, whether it is a Christian or a non-Christian. The Bible is for the lost seeking, looking for his way, or the sick in need of medicine. For his soul, the pages bleed out unto to unrepented to be saved. But I know you want to ask questions as such because maybe you're mad at God or have been hurt by a Christian not doing the right thing. But to say Christians are hypocrites coming from a man who don't know every Christian and is probably in unbelief. But the fact that you're reading the Bible for whatever reason shows that you know people that are saved and that are there praying for you. But answer I will, my friend. If every Christian took everything they possessed and sold it, who would God use to give to people in need? When the time aroused, people like you who rather spend their money on themselves with indulgence, of course not, but God simply implies that these things should be at his disposal and not ours. They are merely gifts to honor him. Most atheistic people use the followers to say, why don't believe in God as a crutch, and I know some don't do righteously all the time. I know I have to be honest, bro, but that doesn't mean we don't want to or we don't try to either. Whatever any Christian has done to you, don't take it out on the God of heaven. He loves you, man, and he proved it for rare. Will you find someone to die for a righteous man, yet try to find someone to die for a good or half-decent man? But God commended his love toward us in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. God sent his only begotten Son to die for his enemies, which I was at a one point too, bro. I didn't want God either, and I rejected him as well. But know this, at the end of every Christ rejecting life, there awaits the judgment of God and the wrath of God that will pour out on the wicked and ungodly, meaning the unsaved man, who sits in the seat of unbelief, and all whose name was not found in the Lamb book of life, shall be cast into the lake of fire, where they shall be tormented day and night forever and ever, and where the worm dieth not. So, yeah, these are the kind of PMs I have to deal with. Actually, he did use a period. That was all one sentence. He threw on a lot of things, like I'm mad at God, which I find a little preposterous. How can I be mad at something I don't think is real whatsoever? It's preposterous. And now he's saying he needs his car. He can't take a bus to work because then who would help the poor? Whatever. I just morons. And then he makes various judgments about me, which you're right, I don't give to charity. Nobody's ever helped me. I've been very poor in my life. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just thought I'd share that. It was rather rambly, incoherent, and nonsensical. So, take that for what you will. I'll post the whole thing in the side link here so you can read it. God, morons.